are doing our first family vlog and we are so excited. We are about to run some errands and we are going to take you guys with us. We have Jordan escorting us today. Hello. And then we have the fussy little boy in the back. We are going to have kind of an eventful day, but really just want you guys to see what our lives look like. I will see you guys soon. Okay, so literally anytime we travel anywhere, literally if it's only even like 15 minutes, Junior typically fusses. So at some point or another, I end up finding myself in the back seat. So right now, he seems to be calm, but let me tell you, it's a lie. It's a lie, because the moment I get in the front seat, he will scream. And Jordan just sold one of our computers because we needed a new one. How'd it go?
I gave him the case. He was a nice guy. I really loved that case.
He's such a sucker. Always. Alright, y'all. On to our next thing.
So, going to get some lunch, and Brittany and I have obviously been very healthy lately, so we decided to continue our health kick.
Yeah.
So.
And the little one is sleeping.
For now.
Yeah.
Ask us the same question in about 10 minutes. Well, we made it halfway through our meal before the boys started crying. Well, had a wonderful little meal, and for some reason we decided to come to the most dangerous store around, Target.
Because what is a trip to the St. John's Town Center without Target?
What is that, huh? Please, God, help us just leave with 2 things today, not 30. So we've been at Target for 4 minutes. We lost Brittany already. I don't know where she went. Where'd your mama go? Where is she? Oh. Oh, hey, look who it is.
Okay, so we're continuing to finish up our errands. We did not find what we were looking for at Target.
For the first time ever, we went to Target and didn't buy anything.
It literally God heard our prayer. So we're driving around the town center though, and so they have the same eyebrow threading place here. $12 to get your eyebrows threaded. Now, I'm all for it, but the same place is in a Walmart for $8. So, same place, $4 cheaper. I am the penny pincher of the relationship, so I told Jordan, go get your eyebrows done at Walmart at the same place. He refuses. My husband is literally the most bougie man you guys will ever know. I'm telling you. He just don't know.
I don't think not wanting my eyebrows done at Walmart makes me bougie. I think that just makes me smart.
You're about to see why he doesn't want to get them done at Walmart, because he's literally about to cringe like a little girl.
That's not true.
It's true. me see. Oh, they look so good. Hey guys, so we have had a really long day, but a big part of what we wanted to do in this video is a little bit of a question and answer Q&A about being first-time parents. And so we asked some of our friends that we know and people online what would be some questions you would have for a first-time parent. So we have some we'd like to share, and we're both going to give answers from our own perspective, and hopefully you guys can kind of find this helpful. So our first question was, what was your hardest adjustment? So the
Sleep. Sleep.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's a loaded question, but yes. I would probably say adjusting to going from sleeping whenever you want to being on schedule with a little human that doesn't understand sleep. You kind of just take it for granted that you can go to bed when you want, and it's hard. It's a hard adjustment to get on schedule with him. We in particular have a rough sleeper too. He just isn't quite with the program yet, but we are just patiently waiting for him to get there. But yeah, I would definitely agree with Jordan on that one. It's definitely sleep. So do you have anything you want to add to that? No, so same.
I covered it.
Okay. The second question was, how did you cope with colic and what did we do to help him? So do you want to start that one?
Now, Brittany did most of the colic work, so I mean, we gave that kid every like herbal supplement, every over-the-counter thing that our doctor said was safe. We tried everything we could, and colic is a son of a gun, man. But once you're out of it, it's nice. I feel like, you know, in the last like couple weeks or so, we've gotten out of it. It was at the point where if he wasn't asleep or eating, he was like screaming, like a small pig being led to slaughter. It was awful. So now, you know, we have a smiley little fat boy who's starting to try to laugh and stuff, and he actually enjoys tummy time now. So
yeah,
there's nothing you can really do to help a baby with colic. You just have to grit your teeth and do your best to get through it. It is going to be a difficult time. There were times where we just looked at each other while he was screaming for an hour straight, and we just got hysterical and started laughing because like what else could we do? We did our best, but there's not much. Not that we know of, at least.
Yeah,
to do for colic.
The best advice I could give is make sure that your child is at least getting the basics so that you can weed that out. We didn't understand wake windows. We didn't understand there was a certain amount of time that a baby's supposed to be awake, which contributed to a lot of problems. And we also just didn't mentally prepare for that even being a possibility of our child having colic beyond just meeting basic needs. So I think it really threw us for a loop. So just to answer that question of like, how did we cope?
Not well.
It was hard. A lot of days were very emotional, especially for me. And kind of coming out of it on the other side now, all I can say is just have grace for your baby, because as much as it would make me sad that I was having to deal with it, I was equally sad for him because he wasn't getting to enjoy being a little baby. He was just overwhelmed by so many things, and God knows what it really is. I mean, colic is just like a weird phenomenon that no one knows. So yeah, I would just say, just try to understand and have some grace in the situation. The third question we got was, how does it change the dynamic between each other? So yeah, I'll let you go ahead and start that one again.
I think it really caused us to enjoy our alone time a lot more. We really appreciate the time that we have where we can just sit and be quiet. I love that fat boy very much, but we do enjoy our time. We can just sit in bed. It's just us two. it's definitely brought us closer in some areas, and then it's when all three of us are together, it makes me look at my wife in a whole different light, and it's just a beautiful thing. Like bringing a child into the world is a beautiful thing. It's a stressful and exhausting and sometimes terrible thing, but it is a beautiful, beautiful thing, and you just have to get through those valleys and really get to enjoy some time. I am looking forward to when he can walk and we can drop him off at grandma's house, so we can go out and do some stuff.
Yes, yes, yes. That definitely it. And just to I guess piggyback on that, with yes, it does in a sense, depending on who you are, it does bring you closer, and it makes you love each other in a whole new way because you've now created this beautiful small human. But it can also drive a wedge if you don't pay attention to each other properly. Definitely know when your partner's getting worn down, and Jordan, he really has done such a great job at that. And even at times where I have to be hey, I feel like I'm getting overwhelmed, it's just okay, well then I'll do more. I mean, you got to take care of each other, and that would definitely be my best advice for that as well.
When we first got married, I don't know if it was a TV show or somebody told us this, but somebody gave us this really great analogy for marriage.
It was our pastor.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, right. It was Pastor Doug, man.
Yes.
In Calvary.
Okay.
All right, sorry. But he said a marriage and a family is like Thanksgiving dinner. My wife, Brittany, is the turkey, and that's the main part of the meal. And then our kids, our dog, those are the
activities, the things we love.
Right, those are all the sides that are a part of the meal, and they're very, very important, but you have to take care of the turkey first. So that definitely is something that we try to make sure, it's, I don't know, I mentioned being a turkey to you at least once a week. It's something that we try to focus on because
Thanksgiving was kind of like life, and life is not life, or Thanksgiving is not Thanksgiving without the turkey. If the turkey's not good and taken care of and tastes good, whatever, I mean, Thanksgiving's kind of shot. I mean, so we try to take care of each other first so that our sides can be enjoyed as well, which is right now Junior.
Because it's work. A marriage is work. It's not, you don't just get married and coast in there.
Exactly, and having a child is definitely a whole nother ball game. So, was it different than what you expected?
Yes, absolutely, 100%.
Yeah.
I had this very idealized image of this perfect baby.
Sleeping.
Oh, is he?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
I had this very idealized image of this perfect baby who just slept all the time and smiled and...
Which some people get that.
And that's awesome. We have friends who had babies right around the same time as us, and they would tell us these stories about how they just started nursing right away, or they were sleeping for 10 hours after 2 weeks. And when people would tell us, we would just,
Great!
Good for you! Go home and pull my hair out.
Why?
So yeah, it's different and it's not as much work as I thought it would. I know that sounds crazy to say, but when I'm with him and it's just me and him, it's not as difficult to hang out with that kid as I thought it would be.
Babies are kind of simple in a strange way. It's yes, there can be things going on that you don't quite understand with them, but then also at the same time, it's they kind of just want normal, human affection.
They just want to be talked to.
Yeah.
He's 3 months old. I have a whole conversation. I'll talk to him about Braves baseball for half an hour, and he'll just sit there and smile at me and make noises and try to talk back. Once we started to figure that stuff out, it got a little easier.
So our last question, because we didn't really want to make this a super long, drawn out thing, so we're just gonna wrap it up here, is what would be your biggest piece of advice to an expecting parent?
You go first.
I'm gonna say just one thing because I could literally give a million pieces of advice.
We don't want to make that long of a video, honey.
Right.
Okay.
So I think my big thing would be try not to have a million standards for your baby.
Oh, you stole mine. This is why we shouldn't brainstorm.
It's a good one.
Whatever. She stole that. It was my idea.
We didn't even brainstorm.
I did.
We didn't even talk about our answers. We're literally just winging this. So try not to have, which is fine. I'll speak for the both of us.
like usual.
Try to give your baby, like I said, some grace in the situation. They're trying to learn. They literally went from the most comfortable place in the world. They're always warm, fed, swaddled, you name it, perfectly. I mean, they're never wanting a single thing. And then they come into this world, they can't communicate, they don't understand anything. And as hard as it may be, and I totally understand that, just try to give your baby some grace. Drop those standards that you think you might have of how things are gonna go, and let baby just kind of take the lead, and just give yourself some grace too.
Yes. And don't compare. Comparing babies is just gonna drive you crazy. If you sit there and say, well, so-and-so's kid is a week younger, but he's lifting his head up, babies are different.
Yeah.
People are different. Houses are different. Everything is different. You cannot compare the two. It's just, our kid is, 18 pounds? 17 pounds? Like, we have a fat kid. When we go in public, people are like, oh, he's 6 months old. And now he's 3 months old.
She's big.
And, we have a friend who, they have a beautiful little baby boy who just turned 1, and our boys are the same size.
Yep.
So that's why it's just comparisons, just don't do it. Just love your baby, take care of your baby, and know that whatever you do, you're gonna do the best thing you can for that kid.
Yep. Yeah, so that kind of wraps it up for us. Like I said, we didn't really want to go too crazy into detail about a million different things, but
we'll do the crazy later. We gotta hook you in first.
But anyway, so this is actually the end of our first video, and we really hope that you guys can give us some feedback, because we want to know, A, how we're doing, B, what you guys want to see. If you have any type of opinion on that, I would love to hear it. He would love to hear it. And we're going to be doing a lot more of these. So you are going to watch us grow and watch our little boy grow. And we're so excited.
You're also gonna watch me scare Brittany a lot because I love it and now I have a camera to do it. Bye.